World Patient Safety Day. Improving diagnosis for patient safety takes center stage. A very good afternoon. Thanks for joining us on Nta Channel 5 News at 1. I am Miriam Emekramadi. Security of lives and property remain paramount in the agenda of government. These were the words of assurance by Minister of State FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood, represented by FCT Mandate Secretary on Youth Development, Abdullahi Suleiman Ango, at the closing ceremony of Batch B Stream 2 NYSC car members posted to the Kubwa NYS Permanent Orientation Camp. Rosemary Motaleng Bilal reports.
That was the atmosphere at the closing ceremony of Batch B Stream 2 core members deployed to FCT. They were full of praises for the success of their 3 weeks completion of camp activities, promising to be law-abiding citizens wherever they will be posted to.
I've been able to meet a lot of people, and the opportunity has presented me to experience different things. And it's sad that it has to come to an end, but I'm just joyful that I've accomplished this.
I've learned a lot in the camp here, and we've been taught a lot of things, and I intend to take it out there and share it out as much as I am able to.
By the grace of God and God's willing, I'm going to give it everything I've got, because I've gotten to this point and I'm so excited to be here. So the next thing is to keep pushing and we'll get there.
Minister of State FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood, represented by the FCT Mandate Secretary, Abdullahi Suleiman Ango, advised the youth corps members to take advantage of training on skills acquisition and entrepreneurship development to help on the challenges of unemployment.
Self-survival, exposure, enlightenment, and knowledge in particular. The Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Program is one sure way of reducing post-service unemployment.
Corps members were also urged to respect their host community and to add value to their lives.
Where you will undertake your primary assignment, your association with the rural and urban citizens will elicit the best in you for a meaningful national service.
FCT NYSC coordinator Winifred Shopeka said the mission of NYSC is to mobilize and groom graduating youth to promote national unity.
I am therefore proud to state that these corps members are prepared to serve our country in a more efficient and effective way, as they have been posted according to their areas of discipline and specialization across the 6 area councils of the FCT, based on the posting policies of the NYSC.
Corps members were also advised to accept posting in good faith.
While congratulating my vibrant children, the corps members, for the successful completion of this orientation course, I strongly advise you to accept your postings and desist from the act of inducing rejections of service. I also encourage you to take advantage of the SAID program and register for post-camp SAID training.
Rosemary Motaleng Bilal, NTA News.
Now, the Al-Habibia Islamic Society has again demonstrated an unwavering commitment to environmental sustainability with a significant step towards a sustainable future as it plants trees to protect the environment and ecosystem. Hawagimba reports that the chief imam of the Al-Habibia Islamic Society, Imam Fuad Adeyemi, led members to plant trees that will not only beautify their surroundings, but for the provision of numerous health benefits to the community.
The Al-Habibia Islamic Society has taken a significant step towards a sustainable future, planting trees to protect the environment and ecosystem. Chief Imam Fuad Adeyemi says planting trees is simple yet effective way to contribute to healthier planets. He encouraged everyone to join the initiative.
You open the Quran and the life of the Prophet, you discover that, in fact, it's a big aspect of the life of a Muslim, taking care of the environment. Unfortunately, most of us have abandoned it, or probably we do not consider it as necessary or important. But Allah said that we have to do this. And we're also going looking for a tree that will not only serve as a shade, but will serve as food and will also be medicinal.
For members of the society, tree planting is crucial for environmental stewardship. They emphasize the need for collective action in protecting the planet.
I'm somebody that believes in the green environment. And we are not just planting ordinary trees. We are planting a tree that is a fruit, it's a medicine, it's a fruit that can rejuvenate human being. So it's a fruit that everybody should be proud of. Both the fruit itself, the leaf, the bark, everything is very, very good for every human being.
The Prophet has always enjoyed people to plant trees to keep the environment lively. And there are lots of laws in our society, policies all over the world. People are talking of climate change. We are talking of desertification. If you go to places like Daura and beyond towards Nigeria Republic, you see what we call they call them tree belts or so. People plant a lot of trees. The idea is to make sure that the desert does not encroach southwards again, and the only way to check it is to be planting trees.
The tree planting initiative coincides with the celebration of Prophet Muhammad's birth, emphasizing the Islamic values of environmental stewardship and community service. The Alabibia Islamic Society's commitment to sustainability serves as a model for collective action. Hawagimba, NTA News.
And talking religion, Muslims and Kefi have joined their fellows in other parts of the globe to celebrate the birthday of Prophet Muhammad. Muhammad Awalu reports that the Ummah was advised to follow in the teachings of Prophet Muhammad.
The prelude to the Eid Maulud Nabi, the celebration of the birth of Prophet Muhammad, was the address by Kefi Emirate Council on Peaceful Conduct. The Muslim Ummah processed around Kefi Township, meditating to Allah and praising the good virtues of Prophet Muhammad. Some Muslims expressed their excitement on the significance of the day.
In this our contemporary time, we are facing insecurity of lives and property. So by celebrating this Maulud, we want to achieve peace. We want to maintain peace and order amongst Muslim and other belief systems.
I can't even express my feeling on this very day. So we appreciate the Almighty Allah for keeping us alive, for making us to see this day.
I love Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam because he is the messenger of Allah.
As they bask in the euphoria of the moment, what these animated Muslims relish for are more days like these. From Kefi, Muhammad Awalu, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the Nigerian Association of Women Journalists NAFJ, FCT chapter, has expressed peaceful wishes to its esteemed members at Eid al-Maulud, which marks the birth of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, charging them to remember the values of compassion, kindness, and forgiveness that he embodied. A statement jointly signed by the chapter's chairperson, Comrade Basita Eban, and Secretary Nkiruka Okeke, urges the faithful to uphold the values of the season to guide them as they strive to make every community better. The chairperson used the opportunity to pray for peace, unity, and prosperity of the nation, and for the continued strength and resilience of members as they carry out their duties as journalists and caregivers. The chairperson also appreciates the contributions of members towards the development of journalism in Nigeria. Away from religion, the FCT National Identity Management Commission has held its 2024 National Day of Identity sensitization work aimed at promoting inclusivity and celebrating unique qualities. The theme of the exercise is digital public infrastructure enabling access. Hawagimba was there.
The work aimed to educate and enlighten FCT residents on the importance of obtaining their NIN number and encourage them to visit designated centers in the 6 area councils, including the capital city, for more information on the national identity process. Musa Gali, the state coordinator who led the work, emphasizes the importance of digital public infrastructure in ensuring access to essential services and bridging the gap to make services more accessible and efficient.
Most of our centers today are crowd-free, while we attend to those ones that are having other issues, especially anything that has to do with our customer service, people that want to make inquiries and so on. However, that does not mean that if you are trying to do self-service and you have issues, you cannot come to us. You can also come to us and we are ready to assist you to enable, for you to be able to get the services you so desire.
Staff applauded the Commission's commitment to innovation, making it easier for Nigerians to access the self-service portal and obtain the NIN number.
Outside the NIMSI offices, we have partners that government have licensed to capture fresh capturing for Nigerians. So you can look around your area. If you haven't captured for the NIN before, you can just walk into the place, provide sincere, accurate information about yourself. So, but basically, what you see people troop into our centers to do is...
Good evening, glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me.
And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
I will celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
On the news.
On the news at 7.
The latest station, Nta Channel 5, Abuja.
Would say have a lovely day.
Thanks for staying with us. Monkeypox is real and spreading very fast in Africa. Nigeria inclusive, to which health experts say requires collaboration from all institutions in order to arrest its transmission. The Nigerian Red Cross, with the support of the International Federation of Red Cross and Nigerian Red Cross, is equipping a wide range of stakeholders on strengthening Mpox prevention and control in Nigeria. Abdullahi Ajia reports on the 2-day capacity building program.
Issues of vaccines, transmission, prevention and beliefs around Mpox disease formed parts of the knowledge-sharing class as the Nigerian Red Cross and partners provide training for 3,000 volunteers to add to the fray of frontline health and medical experts that will champion a house-to-house sensitization against the Mpox infectious disease in Nigeria, with 1,000 cases reported and 67 confirmed.
They will be doing contact tracing of the confirmed cases, and they will also be involved in communicating the risks and engagement of communities on ways to prevent the disease, and also what they should do in case of seeing somebody that has symptoms of these diseases.
We are supporting the implementation by funding the National Society for them to be able to undertake their auxiliary role in supporting the Ministry of Health.
Resource persons prepared these participants representing the states of the Federation and the FCT with up-to-date knowledge, especially states with confirmed cases. This intervention the organizers maintain was born out of public health concerns to support the government in fighting this scourge.
We're looking at how partners can support subnationals in, especially the governments of Nigeria, especially in the states, in supporting outbreak response and other strategies that will help to mitigate the spread of the disease.
And now that I've gained more knowledge, I know how to debunk it more, to tell them that this thing has always been there with us and it was eradicated before, but it has come back again. So we need to take these vaccines.
These training session is very timely because from what we are going to do here, it will determine the extent of our intervention at the state level.
After this training, the volunteers are expected to engage communities with emphasis placed on preventive measures, just as the experts advised, increased surveillance around border communities and entry ports, with a view to ensuring detected cases are reported appropriately for quick response. In Abuja, Abdullahi Ajia, NTA News.
Today, the world marks World Patient Safety Day, an international observance spearheaded by the World Health Organization, WHO, to raise awareness and promote strategies aimed at ensuring patient safety globally. The theme for this year is improving diagnosis for patient safety. Hakimat Aliu tells us more about the challenges of patient safety in Nigeria.
One critical concern over time in Nigeria's healthcare system is the high rate of medical errors and avoidable complications, which have become a growing public health issue. Studies have shown that about 50% of adverse events in Nigerian hospitals could have been prevented with better safety protocols in place. Hence the significance of World Patient Safety Day in Nigeria. Head of Clinical Services at the Federal Medical Center, Jabi, Dr. Bioku Muftau, speaks further on the day.
Hospitals under the umbrella of the Federal Ministry of Health have been notified. Though this hospital has its own committee on patient safety, we mark the day every year. So, and this year's theme, dwell more on the diagnosis as regards to patient safety. If you delay diagnosis, you are likely going to delay treatment. So, incorrect communication with the patient of the diagnosis of your diagnosis too is not also very good.
As narrated by residents and patients at the Federal Medical.
Okay, actually, from the experience I've had here, at least they give proper attention to patients, and also, but there's still room for improvement.
As this year's theme underscores, patients themselves are pivotal partners in ensuring their own safety and are expected to play a crucial role in identifying and preventing medical errors. For now, many remain hopeful that with greater awareness of the issues and stronger patient advocacy, the safety and quality of healthcare would get better. In Abuja, Hakimat Aliu, NTA News.
To commemorate the signing of the Montreal Protocol on September 16, 1994, the United Nations General Assembly declared September 16 as International Day for Preservation of the Ozone Layer. Since then, annually, the day has been dedicated to enlightenment on the importance of preserving the protective ozone layer. Cecilia Julius reports.
The ozone layer is a naturally occurring high concentration of ozone chemicals between 15 and 30 kilometers above the Earth's surface. It covers the entire planet by absorbing the sun's harmful ultraviolet B radiation. It forms an effective shield from the sun, protecting living organisms on Earth from excessive ultraviolet B radiation, found to cause cancer, cataracts, genetic damage, and immune system suppression.
On this World Ozone Day, we celebrate what the Montreal Protocol has already achieved, and we look forward to more benefits for the planet and for the climate through the Kigali
Protocol contributed to ensure both human and environment survival.
Under the Kigali Amendment to the Protocol, countries have begun reducing powerful climate-warming gases known as hydrofluorocarbons or HFCs. Phasing down HFCs could avoid up to 0.5 degrees of warming by 2100. And using the transition to climate-friendly gases to increase the energy efficiency of cooling equipment could also double those gains. But to deliver these gains, we need every nation to ratify and fully implement the Kigali Amendment. And we need businesses to innovate on climate-friendly cooling products that hit markets fast.
Speaking of the theme for the year, Montreal Protocol, Advancing Climate Action. It's needful that we commit to making peace with our planet and build on the success of the Montreal Protocol to show what international cooperation at its best can achieve. In Abuja, Cecilia Julius, NTA News.
After many years of hard work, the desire of every worker is to take a bow and have a good rest. For Managing Director of NTA Peak, that dream has been realized as he exits the service of NTA after meritorious years. Tessie Omeri reports.
And he hates insincerity, a quality he showed us over and over again. He will not compromise.
A serene environment in NTA headquarters with a beauty to behold provides venue for this family gathering, diligently culminating to his retirement. So, colleagues, family members, friends and well-wishers join to celebrate him as he retires. Director General of the NTA, represented by the Executive Director News, Ayo Adewi, calls on the celebrant to keep up the good qualities he is known for, especially his humility.
Thank God for your life, for you to be able to sit comfortably here today in view of what happened recently. I wish you well, and I pray that Almighty Allah will chart your new course. I will pray God to give you the strength to enjoy this coffee break. It's going to be a long one.
The encomium by the management of NTA says it all about the celebrant.
I am happy that we are witnessing this moment because, you know, the devil scripted a different ending. But to the glory of God, we have you here, hale and hearty, seated here and ready, you know, to go into retirement. You will go with our prayers.
Mukhtar is an embodiment of the camaraderie that distinguishes NTA as an organization. And I always call him gentleman. He's simply a fine gentleman.
Humble, he's a godly person. One of the attributes of, a godly person is humility. Humility, that calmness, gentleness, it has all those qualities.
It is not easy to work for 35 years and retire in good health. Some didn't make it, others made it halfway, but we can see that the grace of God is upon you.
He came into property when everywhere was down. I was imagining how he even agreed to take the position.
The celebrant, who is full of gratitude to God for a successful service to the nation, also thanks NTA family for giving him much more than he expected.
NTA did everything for me. Everything for me. I mean it. Because anything you see with me is NTA. Because for the past 30 years, my family, they don't have even time for me because those who with me, they know. Throughout a week, I'm here, including Saturday and Sunday.
The testimonies of his goodwill are endless as he is being appreciated with gifts. In Abuja, Tessie Omeri, NTA News.
And now to Sports Brief.
President of the Confederation of African Football, Patrice Motsepe, says the 8th African Nations Championships will be held from February 1 to 28 in Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda. The biennial African Nations Championships (CHAN) is restricted to locally based players, ruling out big-name footballers who moved to Europe. Similarly, ahead of the 2025 African Cup of Nations, host Morocco has intensified their readiness for the competition. The North African got the nod to host the biennial event following the stripping of Guinea. The government of Morocco gave the directive and approved that Prince Moulay Abdellah Stadium in Rabat be rebuilt. To boxing promoter Eddie Hearn has declared that the highly anticipated heavyweight clash between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury must definitely take place by the end of 2025 or risks never happening. The Matchroom boxing chief believes the showdown between the two British boxing stars, which has been mooted for several years, is now approaching a critical timeline. With Sports Brief, Francisca Bile, NTA News.
Thanks for watching NTA Channel 5 News. Join us again at 7 for more. Good afternoon.